All right, friends, it's T, and we back, man, with another video. A request. I had a request quite a few times. Could you please do a video on JamesTinyVest? Well, I just happened to be surfing, and a video of his just like popped out of the blue, bro. So I'm gonna do a video on JamesTinyVest. Are mass gainers a waste of money? Well, let's find out, according to him.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening. You know he's on steroids, right? He takes steroids. Yeah, steroid user, whatever.
I'm going to give you a tip here, a little tip on how to gain mass a little more easily. How to make your quest.
I love this part. How to gain mass, but he's not saying how to gain muscle. He just says gain mass. Gain mass, gain muscle, gain muscle, gain mass. Okay, whatever. You remember when he went off his steroids, how he was crying? Jesus.
Your mass gain quest, your muscle gain quest, your quest for gains easier.
He's going to make your quest for gains easier, even though he's taking steroids to hold a lot of that glycogen, sarcoplasmic fluid, these phony artificial muscles, to hold them. And can you imagine taking a drug just to hold a bunch of fluid? That's like creatine. A lot of people don't even know how to use creatine. It does have some benefits, for sure. It can do something. It's an amino acid. But the majority of people don't know how to use it properly. What do? They just collect water in their muscles. Can you imagine taking creatine just so you could retain 5 pounds of water muscles? You know that all the time? Like to keep retaining it. Anything to retain that big look so you look cool walking around, even though you have no muscle. That's crazy.
And today, in the time you're living in right now, that we're in right now, it's easier than ever to do that. So this for the first.
Yeah, it's easier to fake everything in this time. They're making more products to fake the look. Of course.
Tip I want to give you is going to be about mass gainers. Mass gainers. Okay?
All right, go in my community section. There's a video there by Jake Tran. He just did one about these so-called powders. They're nasty. Some people have become crippled taking them. They're byproducts. They're waste products. They're garbage. How they're made anything, they're nasty, man. They will destroy your health. Trust me, they'll destroy you. They're made out of some crazy plants full of toxins and shit and garbage. They'll destroy your body. There's just no purpose in doing it. It's not going to do anything but get you fat. It's full of sugar. All kinds of sugars.
Using this one for an example. Not saying it's the only one out there that's worthwhile. But
I'll explain the reason why quickly in this video. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. Look, man, fat cells do not have a myonuclear domain size limit. So they don't get more cells and they don't lose cells. They could just get really big or really small. But muscle cells, they have a domain size limit. They can get small, but they can only get so big. You understand me? And you can even lose fibers. So they have an MND size limit. That the muscle cells, in order to exceed that domain, you need to get more muscle cells. You need these muscle cells, these nuclei. They synthesize protein. Muscle cells synthesize protein. That's what they do. But then they reach an MND size limit during hypertrophic process. You understand me? A certain thing that you're doing in hypertrophic process. But man, like I said, it has a domain limit, the muscle cells. They don't infinitely get bigger and bigger forever. Look, muscle fibers, these cells, they can't keep getting bigger forever. You understand me? You need more cells and then they get bigger. All right.
it is the only one that's worthwhile that I've ever tried, that I've ever found worthwhile. So in my time, back in my day, mass gainers were garbage. Weight gainers were garbage. They were complete.
Yeah, because they were garbage. But the problem is they're putting some substances in there. You're not sure, it's not controlled. They could put some drug, something in there, and you misconstrued, oh, I got got more gains off this shit, whatever. Meanwhile, they put a hormone in there or something, man, clomide or some shit, whatever. You don't even know. Most of these gainers, too, they put creatine, incorporate creatine with it, because their whole job is to keep you happy, knowing that you've created something artificial. They don't care about you creating something real. They just want to take your money. You'd be like, oh, look, I gained some muscle size. You gained a muscle size, you got some size in the muscle, but you didn't gain any muscles, just size.
Good. Mixability was awful. They didn't want to mix. Protein powders were shitty. They didn't really mix up very well. If you were going to try to get anything like a mass gainer or any kind of meal replacement or any kind of a weight gainer, it was really dense, calorically dense. They were really, really poor. They were the worst that was available that was out there. They were horrible, absolutely horrible.
Man, they were filled with sugar, dextrose, fructose, whatever the fuck, fructose, dextrose, sucrose, fucking every kind of sugar, you name it. That thing, download you sugar in your muscles. It's crazy, man. Just gonna get fat off that stuff. Just nasty stuff, man. Doesn't work.
Even as a skinny guy, I never
It does not work.
employed them. Better off just to drink a gallon of milk a day. And that's the God's honest truth.
Yep, just drink a gallon of milk a day and put on these water muscles, drinking a gallon of milk a day. Try that out. I've done all, trust me, I've been there, done that like all you guys. I tried the gallon of milk a day thing and all that. I didn't know what built muscles. I remember taking, one time I was doing some amino acids. They had liquid amino acids and this supplement, that supplement. Drink all this, eat a lot of pizzas and drink a lot of milk and all that. Anything to make those water muscles when I was young, because I had no clue what built muscles. They didn't even understand. They didn't even fathom me in my head. Right now, I talked with somebody on a channel. There was a channel I found. It's brand new. There's a young kid there working out. And I said to him, do you know what sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is? And he says, I told you, I don't know what that is. There you go. He doesn't even know what sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is or myofibrillar. He doesn't know the difference between the two. But he's working out, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's shooting for. Just, I gotta lift away. I gotta do these exercises. Lift away, go to the gym, and that's it. Gonna magically appear and happen out of the blue. Man, the human body is much more complicated than you think.
So, but today things are different, and I am always continually learning newer things.
Yes, he's learning newer things all the time. That's why he's always on the steroids. He doesn't want to get off it. When he does, he cries because those fucking water muscles, they all go away. Look at him. Remember that video I did on my old channel? My God, was he crying? Man, was he crying. Like, go, my gains.
Not the same rate that I once was, but there's still things change, and technology advances, and this quest for muscle mass.
Yeah, they're using CRISPR kits now. Maybe they'll put some gene editing shit in there. Better watch out. What happens if you just keep growing muscle and it keeps growing and growing? Gonna commit suicide and kill yourself and die? Well, there's a reason why your body doesn't want to put on muscle, and even when it does give you the newbie gain, that's the adaptation process, not to put on any more muscle. That's what it does. Oops, sorry. That's what it does.
This whole game, that's no exception. So, what I have found is, this is a NutraBio product. I like NutraBio products. I use NutraBio whey isolates. I think that they're an outstanding company, and they make an outstanding product. They're one of the top, best protein powders out there. Now, I
think a couple of years ago when I had some bouts with him when I first started my channel, he was at 51,000. He's now at 61,000 6 years, 7 years later, 6, 7 years later. He's at 61. He gained about 10,000 subscribers in the last 7 years. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay. He did. He had bouts with me before, a long time ago, about hyperplasia, about how muscles built and all that. Yeah, he's crazy.
I don't use just regular whey, concentrate, things like that. If I'm going to buy a protein powder, I'm going to buy isolate. But now that I have found that they have a really good mass gainer, I actually use that even myself. And here's how I do it. This mass gainer, Extreme Mass.
Yeah, it's to maintain his sarcoplasmic muscles, these artificial muscles, and big deal. This is bad for your health. It's just all garbage.
4 scoops is...
He's so aged, man. He looks like fucking great-grandpa.
complete serving. But you don't have to use 4 scoops, right? You can use 2 scoops, half of a serving. Let me give you an idea of what kind of numbers we got here. If you use 4 scoops and mix it up with water, you've got 650 calories. It will have 53 grams of protein and 100 grams of carbohydrates if you use a full serving. But you can use 2 scoops and use half a serving. But here's the miraculous thing about this product. This product, the mixability, is unbelievable. If you put 4 scoops of this in water, or better yet, if you put 4 scoops of that in milk, right? Fairlife, something good.
Yeah, that's it. Put it in that milk and get those water muscles. Man, that milk is fortified. It's fucking pasteurized. It's garbage.
High quality, highly filtered, high performance milk.
Yeah. High performance filtered, this, that. Man, that's processed milk, bro. It's garbage. It's pasteurized.
Skim. If I put 4 scoops of this product in this skim milk and just shake it up by hand in a shaker, it has the same consistency as water, or basically the same consistency.
Yeah, gain those water muscles. Great.
As just the.
It's crazy.
Some nutrition first thing in the morning. You really need to load it in.
Yeah, load that shit in there, bro. You think if you want to look like TinyVest, just take the drugs that he's taking, and you'll look like him. But if he's trying to convince you you're going to build muscles like him by taking this powder and this milk, you people are all delusional out there. You're all crazy. All these people that are taking drugs and tell you to do this, exercise, eat this, do that, you are never going to look like them because they're doing something artificial. And unless you're doing something artificial, then you can't look like them, artificial. But in your mind, you're thinking it's real. But you can't distinguish between a real Ferrari and a fake one because they made the fake look so good, like the Rolex. They got a fake Rolex and a real one, and it's faked out a lot of people, believe me. Because they can make it so good.
So I will take 2 scoops of this, mix it up with at least 2 cups of Fairlife.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Stupid commercial.
I mean, when your body, when it's done and it's shot and it's gone, you can't just get another one. So people, it always is amazing to me how people go out of their way to protect their investment in an automobile, which I completely respect. I do the same thing with my own automobiles and my own motorcycles for sure. But my body comes first. My body comes first because I can't get another one of these. So this is just an example.
His body is coming first, bro. The body's coming first. Yes, sir.
Of a really good, high-quality whey isolate. This is not the only one that I use, but it is one of the best ones out there, and that's farm-fed, Action Sledge. And, of course, all of these better protein powders are going to have digestive enzymes in them. I'm sure you've heard people sarcastically refer to protein powders as fart powders and all this shit. Well, these people are imbeciles that they put garbage in their bodies. Garbage in equals garbage out. So, a good...
Think about what he's doing to his body. Garbage in and out. This is crazy. Why do steroids age you? Because they're toxic. Toxicity ages you. Makes you look fucked up. Yeah, steroids are toxic. They're poison. It's like you're poisoning yourself. Aging yourself. Lifting is aging him. Doing all these weird things is disgusting, man. What's the matter with this guy?
Protein powder today, yeah. There's a number of really high...
To tell you the truth, I actually feel very sorry for him, man. I feel bad for this guy.
High-grade people who ingested smaller amounts of protein.
Okay, this is really boring now.
And I don't have any association with this company. I don't understand this video, but okay. I only did it because somebody asked me to go check him out. You have to give me a good video to talk about. There's nothing much here to talk about. What's there to talk about, TinyVest? He's mass gainer, this, that. He does a bunch of baloney now. It doesn't do anything. He's not fun like he used to be in the past. Anyways, friends, tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Helps the algorithm. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends. JamesTinyVest, yeah. Are mass gainers a waste of money? Yes, they are. Okay? See you later, man. They're not going to build your body. Just don't waste your time. You're wasting your time, man. I got to go. This thing is not stopping now. I don't know what happened here.